Right, so we're in Automobilista 2 for a GT1 race. So going through the cars in AMS2 GT1. So these were back from the late 90s, where you had the Mercedes CLK Le Mans Limited Edition. You had the Porsche GT1, which is what I'm in at the moment, and you had the McLaren F1. And they're all here. So let's get stuck into a race and see how we get on. I chose Watkins Glen for this because the new US content has dropped on ACC, and I thought, well, people are going to be familiar with Glen, aren't they? So here we are. You'll immediately see the comparisons, like where in ACC, like those curbs are equally as challenging.
Hold your line. Still there. You're still there. Right side's clear.
Yeah, I done well there to go a bit wide and cut back.
On your right. Clear right.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have my work cut out to stay ahead of that Mercedes. So how do these feel? They feel very realistic, right? So I have a bit of a dodgy setup on the car. I think the front end is too stiff, and under braking, when I overdrive the front, the car does push wide, which is what you'd expect. See right there, it's just struggling a bit to get a bit of bite on the front, and that's very realistic. So the physics updates that the guys at Racing have done over the past 2 updates, are very good, very realistic, and in line with what you'd expect a real car to handle like.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Too much speed going in there. Shit.
Left side. Clear left. You're out of track limits there.
Okay, so the chase is on then for the rest of the race. But yeah, the front end, like I say, being too stiff, the weight transfers to the front breaks away and washes out. Where on a lot of sims, well, not a lot actually, some sims, when you go in braking too hard, the rear starts to stamp. And you know, depending on the setup, that might not be realistic, you know. So I can say at least that the physics in AMS are realistic in the sense that the weight shift at least is as you'd expect. I do like kind of what they've done with the curbs here, right? So anyone that's raced on track, you have curbs that are kind of like, you know, metal lines as such. And
last lap time is 1:38.24.
AMS, you'll see the type of curve there. See that texture on the left, are like lines really. In real life, when you go on those, you actually lose a lot of grip. It's not like an extended piece of tarmac as such. And AMS2 is probably the only sim so far that I've seen model kind of accurately how they feel. It's only a small thing, of course, you know, but yeah, and you can feel the slip immediately when you put a wheel onto it.
Gap to Miller behind is now 1.5 seconds.
You can see the delay. I'm going to throw it in with an overly stiff front end, exactly what you'd expect.
Now 1.9.
And when you get on throttle, you do sense, you can feel the bit of slip at the rear. These two guys having a nice race, so hopefully Might drive into each other. Yeah, it's a lovely car to drive. This real engaging. Feels like you're going to work basically. Good feedback through the wheel. Nice sound, nice everything really.
That's your quickest lap.
Kind of reminds me of how you would drive a GT3 car. You know, get in, get the rotation done, and get out. Very similar in feel to a GT3 car. So yeah, somewhat familiar, I guess. Except in this chicane, I'm bleeding off speed right the way through instead of like with the GT3s and ACC and stuff, you can kind of maintain a bit of speed.
You're in the sky. The gap's now 1.4.
Okay, a couple of laps to go, and oh shit! Put a wheel onto the grass. That's the benefit of having like a good force feedback from the game as well, is that you're, you know, when you know that you've messed up and gone off track, as we just done, you get the feedback immediately to take action and prevent a complete wreck. Come on, Gary, a bit sloppy. Got it turned in just on time before it began to push out. Yeah, I have to say the feedback through the wheel as well, you can feel a bit of downforce build up as we increase the speed, plus the gyroscopic effect on the tyre. Yeah, I find I have to come off the brake hitting those curves just to raise the front end a small bit, just to, you know, smooth them out. Yeah, that downhill braking area is quite tough, locking up a lot. Okay, I seem to be catching these guys. Yeah, this is another great car released in Automobilista from the lads at Riza. Just all of the shit they put out is quality, isn't it?
We're at the halfway point. We estimate 5 laps of fuel remaining. Sectors 2 and 3 are 0.34 off the pace. Sector 1 time's okay.
I seem to pull away a little bit there in Sector 1. I want them guys to keep fighting. Newbie alert. But yeah, people sometimes say the cars in IMS2 are floaty. They absolutely are not. You do have to change the camera settings, so some of them, I know when you first load up the game, the default camera setting, the way it is, it's like the car is it's like the car's just bouncing around underneath you all the time to give you the impression that it's floating, but it really isn't. Even this actually, I should maybe take a little camera movement out of this still. But I can definitely feel weight to it. on that exit curve back there, just drags the car toward the wall. So, almost there. See if I can concentrate for a lap or two how close I might be able to get.
2 laps left, come on, you're looking good for a podium. You've just done a 1:38.86. Okay, Gary, lap times are pretty consistent.
Yeah, I'll say this is a great car. Probably not the ideal track for it. Like, you know, this is a track that benefits a good bit of downforce. The GT1s don't have a lot. So, still fun though. Still makes it a challenge. Oh, I'm yeeting those curbs. Trying too hard now to try and catch these guys with a lap or two left. That's pushed a little wide. Come on.
Last lap, bring it on home. Your lap time was 1:38.89. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
More patient through that chicane and try and hold it together. Oh, this actually feels a lot better than my previous laps. Too little, too late. Found over half a second from somewhere. Ah, don't wash. Shit.
Outside track limits.
Oh man.
The gap to Miller behind is increasing. It's now 8.9 seconds.
Yeah, you know when you're overdriving it. It tells you you're overdriving it, and you do it anyway. Well done, Gary. This has been fun though.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 4.0.
Hasn't been a lot of racing, mind you. Yeah, no one behind, no one in front. It's been like that.
Nice one.
It's been like that for the entire race. Yeah, that was cool. That was good fun. I don't know if this is the best track combo for this car or not. I'd probably say not. The corners don't really suit it. But you know, that's more so a me problem. You know, that's nothing to do with the nothing to do with the game. That's just my problem. So here's a replay of the race. We'll just watch a small bit. I mean, look at the graphics. Absolutely brilliant. Detail on the cars, the modelling, the track detail, the surface detail. It's all really good. Brilliant camera angles. And you can see as the cars interact with the curves and stuff like that, how the curves are affecting it. You can see there a bit of understeer. You can even see that in the replay. Yeah, very impressive. Visually, I mean, it's really, really good. The only thing I never really liked with AMS2 visually, and I'm starting to nitpick here, right, but the wheels on some of the models I've noticed look like they have positive camber. So you'll probably notice around the front wheel, you know, of this car, for example, it looks like the wheel, the camber angle is the opposite of what it should be on a well, a race car, but any car really. It looks like that they're running positive camber instead of negative camber. I'm being super nitpicky, of course, but as we're on the subject of reviewing a car, I thought, well, let's review it properly. No. What other? Oh, that's a cool shot. That's cool. You got to see me being an amateur. Roof cam. Yeah, I think fantastic all around, you know, like really good simulator, great physics, brilliant driving experience, and yeah, cars like this would be very good in the league race as well, because they're not quick enough that if you have an off, it's race over. You know, you could have a little off on one of these and continue on. It's not gonna impact you too much. Any contacts between other drivers and stuff shouldn't be as severe as ACC, for example, you know, which can be quite overdone. But no, honestly, another great car from the Automobilista 2 catalogue, and I'm slowly working my way through a lot of them. So yeah, highly recommend this one. It's good fun, feels great, sounds good, and from a physics perspective at least, it behaves the way a car should behave, like in terms of, like I say, weight transfer. You know, when you brake and overdrive the front actually washes out. The back of it will only come around on power, unless you go to the other extreme at the setup and go kind of soft front end, rear bias, take a lot of rebound out of the front end, stuff like that. Then obviously you might get a bit of oversteer on the brakes, but generally speaking, this from a physics perspective, it feels to behave the way you'd expect a car to behave. And before the comments light up with, oh, have you ever driven a GT1 car? No, I haven't, but I have driven on track in real life. I've driven and owned fast cars in real life, and physics are physics. You drive a car a certain way, you'll get a certain reaction. It just becomes more extreme in a race car, I guess. But you know, the laws of physics are the laws of physics. They don't change for a Formula One car versus a Toyota Yaris. You know, they're still bound by the same expectations. If you drive a certain way, you'll get a certain result, to a greater or lesser extent, obviously depending on the type of car, but the outcome should be expected, shall we say. But yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. This was a fun one in AMS2, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again.